Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Legendary playthrough. No, not playthrough, darn it. Unboxing, because we have our newest set. We have Doctor Strange and the Shadows of Nightmare. Shadows of Nightmare. So it's out of the shrink wrap because I started this and then I figured out my camera settings were weird, so I fixed it, so hopefully it looks better. Before I do jump into it though, I do want to say thank you guys. You guys were super awesome when I said I was taking a break, and it was very much needed. But now I'm back in full force. We're gonna have a lot of stuff coming out this week. So again, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. So let's just kind of jump into this right here. Funny enough, I got this today. I actually came back from out of town and I drove through St. Louis, which is where Miniature Market is. So I actually had like a couple of these in my hand, but I had this in my mail waiting for me. So let's go ahead and... Alright, so... we've got this rule set here. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I know I usually do, but I'm not going to really do that. I will leave it up here so you guys can take a look at it if you'd like. There's a little bit of a glare there. I was trying to... I turned the autofocus off. Let me turn it back on. Okay, so I'll kind of... Oh, no. We're going to do this instead. Manual autofocus is hard. Manual focus is hard. Okay, so we've got Marvel Knights and we've got Avengers Heroes here. Oh, come on. Okay, how about this? Maybe you guys can read like this. So I will go over the keywords. We have Demonic Bargain. So we kind of, you guys missed it the last time. We did talk about the keywords in the preview. But Demonic Bargain, so for example, you've got choose a player to make a demonic bargain with. And so example, this one was Satana Hellstrom to rescue 3 bystanders. That player discards its top card of their deck to see if they're corrupt by power. If that discarded card costs 1 or more, that player is too powerful and arrogant to resist temptation and gains a wound to the demonic demon's delight. The discarded 0 cost card, that player is humble enough to resist corruption. Either way, they get the benefit. So regardless of what happens, the 3 bystanders are rescued. And in these cases, it's just going to be us and solo. We're going to be the ones to take them, I'm assuming. And I'll go through all this stuff. We'll go through these cards here in a minute. The other one's Astral Plane, which, if you remember, again from the preview, it's a city space. It's a space outside of the city. It's going to be to the right of the villain deck. Villains must be fought with recruit there, not attack. If only one, so when a villain enters that space, any villains already there escape, so there's only one. And it causes all the same normal escape effects. So their escape ability happens. We have to discard a card if they have a bystander and KO something that's 6 or less in the HQ. Villains get minus attack and plus attack bonuses while in the astral plane. You just use recruit to fight the total attack. So they can go up and down, but you can still use recruit to fight. Nightmare, one of the masterminds, goes out in the astral plane. He has to be fought with recruit. Let's see here. And then we've got other things like Chivalrous Duel. So here's the other side here. Like Chivalrous Duel will cause... you have to have one hero at the same attack, or same kind of hero, sorry, so same hero name. Excessive violence will require an extra recruit. Human shields will also cause require recruit. But it says you can't use things like piercing energy or bribe. They don't really work. So with bribe, you have to use recruit only, and then piercing energy just doesn't work. We've got artifacts from the last set, the last couple sets. Then we have ritual artifacts, which basically require a condition to use the ability. So in this case, they say things like ritual artifact, you draw a card, you may discard a card from your hand, discard this to get plus 3 attack. If you've already fulfilled the list of condition this turn, you may discard the ritual card, you get a listed effect, and you don't have to do it if you fulfill condition. So when I do my keywords video for Doctor Strange, which will come out this week, we will go ahead and go over all this stuff. I'll get back to the other ones as time goes on. That kind of burned me out, so you know, but we'll go over those as time comes on, and then I'll get this one out this week, and then we'll go over kind of some details on some of the keywords there. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna get these organized, and then I'll be right back. All right. So you got a little bit of glare there, but that's okay because we're gonna see them all up close. So let's take a look at the villains first. Well, actually, let's look at the schemes first. So we've got 4 schemes. It's a small box, so this is pretty typical. So our first one's going to be Duels of Science and Magic. Set up for 2 players, there's 9 twists. For 1 or 4 players, there's 10 twists, and for 3 or 5, there's 11 twists. That's super interesting. Okay. So twist 1, 3, 5. Duel of Science. Each player reveals a black or blue hero or discards down to 4 cards. If at least half of the players failed to reveal, put this twist next to the Mastermind as a Duel 1. So we just have to do it. So for 1, 3, and 5, we have to reveal a black or blue hero or discard down to 4 cards. And we fail to reveal, we'll put it to next to the Mastermind. On 2, 4, and 6, same effect, but with yellow and red. And then 7 through 11, Duel of Science and Magic, same effect, but each player must reveal at least 3 colors, 3 of the colors. And then it says Mastermind wins when there are 5 duels. So you need black, blue, black, blue, yellow, and red. You need those things in order to do it. So the split cards will be very, very good for these. The split cards and the multi-class cards will be really, really good for these. All right. We have Cursed Pages of the Darkhold Tome. Ooh. This might come in handy for the movie. Setup is going to be 11 twists representing Cursed Pages of the Darkhold Tome. Add an extra villain group. Special rules are Cursed Pages are ritual artifacts with if you fight a villain or Mastermind, you may discard this to get 3 recruit. And then it says twist, put this cursed page next to the Mastermind plus a cursed page from any player's control or discard pile or the KO pile. For this turn only, the first time you fight a villain or Mastermind, you may put the Mastermind's cursed pages into your discard pile. Evil wins when the Mastermind has 7 cursed pages at the end of the player's turn or the villain deck runs out. This one will be interesting. We'll have to play around on that one to kind of see how it works. Next we have War for the Dream Dimension. We have 7 twists. We're going to add an extra villain group. So another one that's add an extra villain group. Twist is reveal top 2 cards of the villain deck. The villain you reveal with the highest printed attack enters the astral plane. It does not do any ambush abilities. If you reveal a second villain this way, that villain enters the city. Put the rest of the cards back in any order. And then evil wins when 3 villains per player are on the escape pile or the villain deck runs out. So that one's pretty straightforward actually. And then finally we have Claim Souls for Demons. 8 twists. Each player makes, so twists 1 through 3. Each player makes a demonic bargain to rescue a bystander. If that bargain wounds that player, stack the bystander next to the scheme as a tormented soul instead. Twist 4 through 8, each player makes a demonic bargain to get a shield officer. If that bargain wounds that player, stack this officer next to the scheme as a tormented soul instead. And then it says evil wins with the number of tormented souls is 4 times the number of players. That one is actually going to be very, very difficult, I think, because we're just gonna hope they come out early, the scheme twists. So those are the schemes. Seem like a lot of fun. Let's take a look at the villains of the Masterminds here. So we have Nightmare, which this is the one we knew we were getting. Nightmare, he's 6 attack. When you fight Nightmare on the astral plane, instead of revealing a tactic, KO one of your heroes, Nightmare moves with Mastermind space. So it's only 6, so that's why it's fairly easy. He always leads the Fear Lords. His Master Strike is Nightmare enters the astral plane. If he was already there, each player discards a random card, and then when he escapes, each player KOs one of their non-great heroes, and Nightmare moves the Mastermind space. And then we're going to take a look at his epic side because I forgot to do that with the Messiah Complex one. So we have his epic side. He's 8 attack. When you fight Nightmare in the astral plane, instead of revealing a tactic, KO one of your heroes, Nightmare moves to space. Master Strike as he enters the astral plane. If he's already there, each player discards 2 cards randomly. And then when he escapes, each player KOs one of their non-great heroes and moves with the Mastermind space. It's pretty straightforward there. He seems like he'll be fun. His first tactic is going to be Deadly Waking Nightmares. When you fight, each other player KOs one of their non-great heroes. Each player who KO'd a hero that this way draws a card, and Nightmare enters the astral plane. So he's actually going to end up... This is a little Mysterio-esque. Like, we're going to have to fight him a bunch of times. We've got Night Terrors. Fight, each player reveals a red hero, gains a wound, he enters the astral plane. So it seems like all of his tactics will send him to the astral plane. We've got Dreamweaver. Fight. I don't know what's wrong with this here. Okay. Fight each of your blue heroes. For each of your blue heroes, rescue a bystander, he enters the astral plane. And then finally, we have his last tactic here, which is Don't Fall Asleep. Each other player discards 2 cards with recruit icons, and he enters the astral plane. So, some positive stuff. One positive thing. The rest are kind of negative. So, all right. Now, Dormammu. Now, yo, this artwork is absolutely sick. This artwork is... This has got to be easily one of my favorite cards for artwork. This one is so dope. Okay. He's 11 attack. He always leads the Lords of the Netherworld. His Mass Strike is each player makes a demonic bargain with Dormammu to discard down to 4 cards. We're gonna have to redo the first Doctor Strange movie, and Dormammu, I've come to make a bargain. Isn't that what he says to him? And he does the time thing over and over again. We'll have to redo. And actually, speaking of that, if we get more cards for stuff, do you guys want to see like revisited MCU movies and shows with proper cards? So like eventually Eternals will come out, so I can redo the Eternals movie. We can use Dormammu for Doctor Strange 1. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, and we'll throw that down the pipeline at some point. And then I'll just fix the I'll change the what do you call it? The playlist, and add the revised one. So anyway, his epic size, he's 13 attack. His Master Strike is each player reveals the top card of their deck and discards it if it costs 0. Then each player makes a demonic bargain with Dormammu to discard down to 3 cards. Holy moly. Alright. The artwork is so dope. Alright, we've got his first tactic is Torments of the Dark Dimension. Each player makes a demonic bargain with Dormammu to gain a 0-cost hero from the KO pile. We have Demonic Hellfire. Each other player makes a demonic bargain with Dormammu to KO a non-grey hero from their discard pile. We have Flames of Regency. Each other player takes a demonic bargain with Dormammu to discard a card with an attack icon. And then finally we have Barter for Souls. Fight each other, or choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Dormammu to gain a hero from the HQ that costs 6 or less. Alright. So those are that. We've got our 2 villain groups here. So our first villain group is going to be the Fear Lords, which again is who Nightmare is the Mastermind force. We have the Lurking Unknown. He's 2 attack, fight, reveal the top card of the hero deck. You may spend recruit equal to that card's cost to have a player of your choice gain that hero. If you don't, the Lurking Unknown enters the astral plane, even if he already was there. And then his escape effect is reveal the top card of the hero deck. Each player reveals their hand and KOs a hero at that cost. It's interesting. Then we have Despair. Ambush, Despair enters the astral plane and captures a bystander. Fight, KO a hero. Then, if Despair was in the astral plane, he enters the city, ignoring his ambush effect. We've got Nox. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Spooky. Okay. She is not really dealing with that very well. I don't know what the... That was super weird. Okay, I don't know why. Fight, KO one of your heroes. Then if Nox was in the city, she enters the astral plane and captures a bystander. Alright. And then finally, we have Dreamstalker. The artwork for this set is super cool. I'm really digging this artwork. Okay, fight, draw 2 cards. Then if Dreamstalker was in the city, it enters the astral plane. And then escape, each player discards down to 4 cards. I'm really digging this artwork. I'm really a big fan of it. Alright, now we have the Lords of the Netherworld. And this is quite a few here. We have Umar, who is 7 attack. Holy moly. Ambush, choose a... What is happening with my green screen here? I don't know what's happening here, so sorry. Well, we'll do this. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening right now. Okay, choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Umar to KO Amar, maybe, to KO a card from your choice from the HQ. Fight, choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Umar, I'm going to say Umar, to gain a hero of your choice that costs 6 or less from the KO pile. And then escape, same as fight effect, but it costs 0. We have Satanish. Oh, this is rad. We've got 6 attack, ambush, choose a player to make a demonic bargain with. Satanish, to reveal the top card of the hero deck and gain it if it costs 4 or less. Fight, same effect but 6, and then escape is same but 2. Then we have Satana Hellstrom, which we talked about in the preview. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Satana Hellstrom to rescue 3 bystanders. We've got Baron Mordo. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Baron Mordo to draw 2 extra cards at the end of your turn, and we've got 2 of those. And then we had 2 of the Satana Hellstrom, and then we finally have Mindless Ones. Oh, this is like from the end of Doctor Strange 1 as well. Ambush. Mindless ones capture the rightmost hero in the HQ that costs 4 or less. Fight. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with the Lords of the Netherworld to gain that hero. So you can fight any of them? Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with the Lords of Netherworld to gain that hero. I'm guessing it's probably mindless ones. Is that a typo? I'm going to think that's a typo. That doesn't make sense otherwise. Let me know what you guys think. I'm assuming that's a typo. Alright. Villains, Mastermind, schemes, out of the way. Now let's look at the hero stuff. So we're going to go Doctor Strange last. So we're going to start with Vashanti. So we've got her first common here. And she's actually no hero affiliation. So this is Oster. It's 3 cost, 2 recruit. You may KO wound from your hand or discard pile. If you do so, draw a card. So it's pretty straightforward. Help deal with some of the wounds you get from the demonic bargains. We have Hoggoth. This is her other common, which is 5. It's cost 5. And you may make a demonic bargain and get +2 attack. So see, this is how it gets rid of them. Her uncommon, Agamotto. Oh, sick. I say her. I don't know. I just see a girl on there, but that may not be it. I don't even know what the Vashanti is, so I'm sorry. I'm ignorant. Agamotto. Real top card of your deck, discard it, put it back. If you play a blue hero, you may choose a player to make a demonic bargain to draw 2 extra cards at the end of this turn. And then this is going to be 4, so the uncommons for Vashanti are actually 4, and the commons are 5. And then the Book of Vashanti costs 7. Ritual artifact. If a player gained a wound, you may set aside the Book of Vashanti to KO up to 1 wound from any player's discard pile. Then draw 3 cards. Then discard the Book of Vashanti. You may use this during any player's turn. So it's out. You gain a wound from something. You basically. It says you may set the book aside to KO a wound from any player's discard pile. Then discard the book. So if it's like in your hand, I guess you set it aside, or I guess if you play it, you discard it. I guess we'll have to kind of figure that out. All right, now we have the Ancient One. See, we have more like cards that would make more sense for that. So like we could use the Ancient One for some of the stuff. So okay, we have Astral Confrontation. It's 3 cost, 2 recruit. You may fight a villain. You may have a villain from the city enter the astral plane. So this is great because it's a recruit card that you can use for attack because you're forcing the villain to go into the astral plane. And so then it kind of, you get to utilize the recruit cards later in the game, which I always appreciate because you don't want your deck clogged up with them. So I wonder if they're all going to be like this. The Ancient One's other commons also cost 5. This one's just draw 2 cards. It's Teaching of Camartage. Okay, no, the uncommon 6. War of the Mind. 3+ recruit. You may fight the Mastermind using only recruit instead of attack this turn. If you play a red hero, you may get +3 recruit. So that's really cool because, again, you're kind of getting to utilize recruit for any kind of situation here. So that's really great. And then finally we have the Orb of Agamotto. It costs 8. It's a ritual artifact. If you fought a villain or Mastermind, you may set aside the Orb of Agamotto to reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, KO up to 1 of them, put the 2 of them into your hand and put the rest back in any order, then discard the Orb of Agamotto. That's why it's like a very hard tongue-twistery thing to say. That one's cool. Next we have Brother Voodoo, who is an Avengers hero. His first common is going to be a 3 cost, 2 recruit. We've had that every single time. You may discard an artifact you control or 3 cards from your hand. If you do, KO a card from your hand or discard pile. That is really cool because especially early game, that's great. And then you, especially if you end up with a turn where you can't really do any attacking. So you get this, you have like 2 attack and you've got the rest recruit. You throw this down, you can discard 3 of those, the 2 attack on like a 1 recruit card, KO something, and then you've got 4 recruit to recruit something. Like that's actually really, really good. I like that a lot actually. Oops. Okay, that's just a mess. Okay. That's the first common. The second common is going to be Medallion of Many Lows. Lows? You have to correct my pronunciation. What is going on with my screen here? Okay, Ritual Artifact. If you have at least 3 hero classes, you may discard the Medallion of Many Lows. to get +1 attack for each hero class you have, including this one. Okay. Next, we have his uncommon, which is going to cost 5, Staff of Legba. Ritual Artifact. If you recruited a hero, you may discard Staff of Legba to get plus attack equal to the hero's cost. Okay. That one's pretty nice. And then finally, we have Possessed by Brother's Spirit. 7 cost, 0 plus recruit, 4 plus attack. The first time one of your heroes or a hero from your deck or discard pile is KO'd this turn, you get +4 attack or +4 recruit. Okay, cool. I like that. He seems to be pretty straightforward, except for, well, I don't say pretty straightforward. I like how they all are all different hero classes too. Well, I guess the Ancient One had a bunch of different. He was yellow and red. All right, we have Clea. So she's a Marvel Knights hero, which is cool to have another one of those. We haven't had one of those in a while. I think the last one was Jessica Jones. Sorry, I was getting some water here. Prepare Dark Magic. Cost 3, 2 attack this time instead of 2 recruit. Draw a card, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. I like it. You can kind of force out the ritual, the demonic bargains. Next, we get Demonic Descendant. 4 cost, 2 plus recruit. You may make a demonic bargain to get +2 recruit. So again, you play the first card. You play her first card. Put a 0 cost card down, like one of your shield hero off troopers, and then play this to discard the shield trooper and then get the recruit bonus. And then you can cycle through, like putting it back on top of your deck, and then using that demonic bargain to throw it away. Basically, gets it out so like you've got to use it without having to actually play it, which is great. And then you get like if it's the recruit one, you get 2 recruit for it instead of 1. So that's really good. Next we have Bind the Dark Dimension. This is our uncommon. If I play a blue hero, you may choose a hero to make a demonic bargain to KO up to one hero of your choice from your hand or discard pile. So you may choose a player to make a demonic bargain to KO up to 1 hero of their choice from their hand or discard pile. So a lot of these seem weird because it says up to 1, because I think you end up like, you make a demonic bargain with someone and they have to discard, but say they don't want to just KO one of their heroes, so they discard, they fulfill the demonic bargain, but they don't have to do up to 1 is 0, so they can KO 0 to kind of get around that. So it doesn't make the other player or yourself in a bad spot, because like if you don't want to KO something, you don't have to. And then finally we have the purple gem. Ritual Artifact. If any cards were revealed, looked at, or discarded from any deck, you may discard the purple gem to get +6 attack. Just drawing or playing cards doesn't count. So if any cards were revealed, looked at, or discarded, so anytime you do demonic bargain, basically you'll discard for that. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. And then we have Doctor Strange. Okay. So we're going to take a look at Doctor Strange. And he's an Avengers hero, so I'm very excited for this. And he's blue and yellow, which is like his Illuminati counterpart. Wand of Watum. It's a ritual artifact. If you drew a card, you may discard Wand of Watum to get +3 attack. So it's got to be obviously outside of, I'm assuming outside of just drawing your hand. Okay, here we go. Keep the Sanctum, which is his other common. It's 2 attack. If you control an artifact, draw a card. So you'll play this you'll play this first, then play this, you'll draw a card, and then you'll discard this to get 3 attack. So I like easy combos like that. Next, we have his uncommon, which is the Book of Cagliostro. It's a ritual artifact. It only costs 2. If you fight a villain, you may discard Book of Cagliostro to get plus recruit equal to that villain's victory points. And then finally, we have the Eye Agamotto. Ritual artifact. If you've played another artifact or have 3 other cards of the same hero class, you may discard the Eye of Agamotto to get +7 attack. So that's awesome. This set looks awesome. I'm hyped for it. Let me know if you guys have got this and you've played it yet. I will get this out here right now. So it's 10 p.m. Hopefully you see this by 10:15 Central Standard Time. And I'll get this uploaded. You guys will check this out. And then we're going to have 2 playthroughs. We're going to be doing both masterminds, both villain groups. And we'll do all the heroes. We'll do 2 of the schemes. But those will come out this week. Also, what I'll probably do is do the keywords video next. Then we'll go over the playthroughs, and that'll all happen this week. And I also have a Buffy Legendary playthrough that'll come out, and then I'm going to do a... we'll maybe do some other stuff that's not Legendary. But anyway, that's it for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been incredible. I'm back, and I'm excited to make some stuff. So I'll see you guys soon, and bye-bye.